The Matrix Resurrections is coming to the big screen, and it's a huge deal. While we're eagerly anticipating this masterpiece, hopefully, let's find out what Carrie-Anne Moss thought about the script when she first read it. Find out which actor felt that being in the Matrix was a red pill, blue pill moment, and learn what unexpected talent of Keanu Reeves connected him with his girlfriend. Carrie-Anne Moss. Ever since wrapping up the Matrix trilogy, the actress hasn't had any roles as big or as memorable as Trinity, but that doesn't mean that she's been doing nothing. Moss has kept working, and she also launched a lifestyle brand, Annapurna Living. Its main goal is to empower women through mindfulness and meditation.
I've gotten so sophisticated.
You have.
I know.
Carrie-Anne received the surprise of a lifetime when she got the script for the fourth Matrix installment. She thought of it as the greatest gift she'd ever received. It was brought to me with incredible depth and all of the integrity and artistry that you could imagine, the actress shared. Moss also said that she never expected anything like this to happen, but she was excited to say yes. These days, aged 54, Carrie-Anne is ready to kick some more butt, and her husband totally supports her. His name is Stephen Roy, and he's also an actor. They've been together since 1999. That's right, since the very first Matrix installment. Carrie-Anne and Stephen have always kept their relationship private, so the only thing we know about them is that they have 3 kids together. Both spouses consider family to be the most important thing, and they always plan their work schedules to ensure that they can still spend quality time with their children. I'm sure that makes them all very happy. And now we're moving on to the new cast. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II.
I was very fortunate enough to be welcomed into that family.
Morpheus is ready to pull Neo out of the Matrix once again, but now he looks younger and is portrayed by a different actor. When Abdul-Mateen got an offer to join the cast, he was shocked. He couldn't wrap his head around the fact that he was replacing Lawrence Fishburne himself and was going to play such an integral character. But Yahya didn't have to fully replicate Fishburne's performance. The script provided was a new narrative and some new opportunities that did make room within the Matrix universe for a new Morpheus, he said. Abdul-Mateen didn't share a lot about how Morpheus would be different, so we'll have to see for ourselves. He just added that his character is on a journey of self-discovery and growth in this film. Meanwhile, let's find out more about the actor's personal life. Yahya keeps it as private as possible. A few years ago, there was a rumor about him dating TV personality Lala Anthony, but it's also possible that they were just friends. These days, Abdul-Mateen isn't dating anyone and is concentrating on his career. Let's see who else is doing the same thing. Jessica Henwick. Yep, the actress is also focusing on her career and isn't seeing anyone right now. So, let's see how she got her role in the new Matrix. In fact, the whole situation presented Jessica with one of the hardest decisions a performer has to make. She had to choose whether to play in MCU's Shang-Chi or join the cast of the new Matrix installment. There was no way she could do both simultaneously because of all the restrictions the studios have. As Henwick said, it was a red pill, blue pill moment for her. Obviously, she eventually chose to be in the Matrix Resurrections, and I'm pretty sure that she doesn't regret it. Jessica once shared that the 4th installment will be revolutionary, just like the original trilogy was. Lana is doing some really interesting things on a technical level. I think she's going to change the industry again with this film, the actress said. Well, that sounds intriguing. And the description of Henwick's character is also quite interesting. It says that she will be the audience's eyes, whatever that means. In fact, Jessica's always ready to try new things because her main goal is to put an end to Asian stereotypes. I want to tell stories that I feel haven't been told, the actress explained. One such role she'd love to play is the female version of John Wick. You heard that right. While working with Keanu on the set, Jessica pitched the idea of Jess Wick, and she said that Keanu loved it. We'll see if it leads to a spin-off or at least a cameo in one of the upcoming John Wick movies. And now let's move on to the actors whose personal lives are more in the spotlight. Neil Patrick Harris. The actor doesn't hide his orientation and has a happy family with David Burtka, but he isn't the only gay person in the Matrix cast. Keep watching to find out more. Anyway, Neil has been married to David for 7 years, and their relationship has lasted for over a decade, and they are also parents to their twin son and daughter. It's awesome to see how happy they all are, and their funny family Halloween costumes are the best. Maybe next year they'll make them Matrix themed? We'll see. Meanwhile, Harris was excited to join the Matrix cast.
For me to be able to admire it and at least play in the sandbox a little bit.
The actor said that he felt very good on the set. Although The Matrix is one of the biggest franchises of the past 20 years, it didn't feel like that when they were filming it. And that's because of the atmosphere Lana Wachowski created. It wasn't often that you felt that you were doing something gigantic because she made it feel very intimate, Harris explained. Wow, how nice. And we're moving on to Priyanka Chopra Jones. For her, The Matrix became the first film she worked on after lockdown, so Priyanka was terrified when she had to arrive at the set. She even cried on the plane to Germany, where the movie was shot. The thing is, she didn't know if all the COVID protocols would be followed during the production, and had no idea if it was going to be dangerous. But when the actress arrived, she saw that everything was perfect, and Priyanka even said that she'd never felt safer on a set. Besides, all of her family, including her beloved husband, helped her cope with her fear. Speaking of her husband, you do know it's Nick Jonas, right? They've been married for 3 years, and they couldn't be happier. I'm someone who likes to have a sense of control, but he's the only one I don't feel like I need to do that with. I feel protected, calm, Chopra once said about their marriage. Isn't that awesome? Now let's talk about another new character who's also happy in his personal life. Jonathan Groff. There is a theory that in The Matrix Resurrections, this man will be the new version of Hugo Weaving's Agent Smith. Obviously, Groff loved working on the film, especially when he had scenes with Keanu Reeves. He said that in one sequence, he had to slap his hand on Reeves' face and then smash it into a wall, and Keanu was totally okay with it. I feel like there's so much love and respect that is swapped in those moments, Jonathan said, amazed by Keanu's trust in him. In real life, Groff certainly isn't anything like Agent Smith. He's a fun and kind guy, and he's also openly gay. He's dated actors Gavin Creel and Zachary Quinto in the past, and now Jonathan is in a relationship with New Zealand choreographer Corey Baker. They've been together for 3 years. But since the actor keeps his personal life very private, we don't know anything about their relationship. Groff doesn't even have any social media profiles. I hate how much I look at my phone already with text messaging, and so I just didn't want to add another element to that, he once explained. Well, he ain't wrong. And finally, let's talk about the character we all anticipate seeing the most, Keanu Reeves. Everyone wants nothing but happiness for this kind and humble man. And these days, it looks like he finally has it. After all the heartbreak he's been through in his life, Keanu is in a relationship. His girlfriend is visual artist Alexandra Grant. They met back in 2009 and went on to collaborate on 2 of Keanu's books together. Yes, if you didn't know, Reeves is also an author. Anyway, it's unclear when Keanu and Alexandra started dating, but the couple only made their relationship public 2 years ago. Being very private people, they don't share any details with the press, but we're just happy that they're happy. Alexandra even joined Keanu when he arrived at the set of The Matrix in Germany, and they were both glowing. Reeves was clearly thrilled to be playing Neo again. And since Keanu isn't known for letting other people know what a great human being he is, his co-star was the one to talk about it. In an interview with Esquire, Carrie-Anne Moss said, "He trains harder, works harder, cares more, always asks more and more questions to understand the depth of what we're doing. And while he was doing all of that for himself, he always had an eye out for me."
Him holding hands to do it, something I'll never forget.
Just when you thought that you couldn't love Keanu more.
It was really fun.
If you want to know more about the Matrix cast, watch this video about all the struggles they overcame while filming the original trilogy. And stay awesome!